The Bentley Courser, there's only 2 dozen left flying in the world. The P-55 and 150. And that airplane, again, approximately 10,000 built by those that were flown by the men in both the European and Pacific theater. Built by the women at home. And without that teamwork, that would not be possible. The P-38 Lightning saw duty also in Europe, but it was brutal to fly because of the high altitude bomber escort it did and the chilling cold environment in that cockpit. Tony Lanier and Milo Burcham. There is the bent wing bird coming in from your right. They also call it, the enemy called it whistling death because in a high-speed dive, the air going through P-51 with the Rolls-Royce Merlin Packard-built engine, built in Detroit, Michigan, under license by the Rolls-Royce company. Fast on the dive at the beginning of World War II than so many of our fighters. It was a medium-range bomber. Let's fade that music. Listen to one of the greatest sounds in the world. That's a sweet sound. Look at the speed of the Doolittle bomber, of the P-38 that is. The split-tail devil is what they call that. It has a unique, that gives it a different sound than the P-51. Here in the bark of that Rolls-Royce 35 bomber, we may see the bomb bay doors open on one of these passes. This is the altitude that Jimmy Doolittle and his raiders came in over the ocean, getting ready to attack Japan, then climbing up to a safe bombing altitude. This is World War II. See the scoop on the bottom of the airplane? That's like a radiator on your car or truck. Drag, if it wasn't for a thing called a Meredith effect. I had a chance to watch those race over the years at Reno at the races. And do aerobatics. Lefty Gardner was one of the maestros of that aircraft. Crowd duster from down in the Texas Mexican border. A very colorful guy. And could he ever make the P-38 SWAT company, built by the Brewster Company and built by Goodyear? Their plane was raced in the post-war years. 47, 48, 49, and it's raced each and every year at the Reno National Championship air races along with airplanes like the P-51. And for some years, even this airplane, the P-38, set a speed record of 309. Going to your right. Now listen, the right engines are unmuffled. They make a fantastic sound. 5,000th of this aircraft, the P-38 Lightning, they painted it up in vermilion red and put the big words on the bottom wing, yippee, in the blue tail, also a nose gear aircraft. That's the one that took off the deck of. You've got a camera. Take a photo of just like gold. There's the P-38 Lightning. There is one for sale, as I mentioned to you. 6.7 P-38 Lightning, typical of the ones that were in training here back in 1943. Typical of the type that were flown by late General Robin Olds. His daughter Christina helped write the book about his exploits. And Christina running Pacific Coast for sharing this precious medal with you and I. Both the sight and sound of it on the ground and in the air. Not only that she doesn't hide, Jackie B saw her first air show as an infant when her dad took her to the Los Angeles Air Show. She was interested in aviation her entire life. It wasn't until she was 50 that she was able, in her life, also racing at Reno. And then a couple of years ago, she made the transition to this airplane low and to your right with a smoke.